It's time to go back to school and open up your Principles of Marketing textbooks, where you'll read about STP, segmenting, targeting, and positioning, the 3 key roles for communication, informing, persuading, and reminding, and ultimately the 4 pillars of marketing strategy, the 4 P's of product, price, place, and promotion. Now I'd like you to tear up those textbooks, forget those theories, and start anew with a blank sheet of paper. Stereotypical demographics are no longer enough to paint a sufficiently rich picture of a prospective customer beyond a superficial outer layer of basic variables. Top-of-mind positioning has been replaced with top-of-page positioning, in other words, search engine results. The advertising-biased roles of informing, persuading, and reminding are being usurped by involvement, demonstration, and empowerment. The commoditized 4 Ps have been updated with a new model, the 6 Cs of content, commerce, community, context, customization, and conversation, per Join the Conversation, which I'll reprise a little later in this book. And now it's time to set our sights on the very foundation of consumer behavior itself, the marketing funnel, aka AIDA. The theory, not the opera. AIDA stands for awareness, interest, desire, and action. It is widely held to be the simplest and most accurate way of describing the 4 states, or behaviors, that almost all consumers experience, from being blissfully unaware of a product, service, offer, or idea that they never knew they needed, to the point at which they actually make some kind of commitment, usually monetary, to purchase, invest in, or acquire that item. Allow me to delve into each stage in a bit more detail. Awareness. Perhaps A should stand for alpha male when it comes to the unrelenting hold that awareness has over us, the dominance it exhibits over our attention, and, more important, our investment in awareness-led initiatives relative to the other 3 components. A could also stand for advertising, because it is predominantly this, or more specifically, paid media, that is deployed in order to deliver on an arbitrary awareness objective. I'm still not quite sure where it is written that telling and selling, a phrase introduced by former Procter & Gamble Global Chief Marketing Officer Jim Stengel, should eclipse all other steps in marketing acquisition to the point of dwarfing them in the process. To this day, there are still way too many companies that invest way too much money in efforts that have nothing more than a singular goal: create awareness. Don't take my word for it. Take the test yourselves. Divide your marketing dollars into the following 4 buckets. See the downloadable PDF, budget breakdown against AIDA. I wonder if it's nothing more than desperation, or perhaps I should say resignation, that motivates otherwise smart people to set a bar so unbelievably low that their entire success or failure hinges on a binary state of being aware or unaware. To be sure, if people don't know about you, your products, their benefits, and what makes them different and or better than competing products, the odds are much lower that they'll actually purchase your product. Other than serendipitous or accidental encounters at the store, the bus stop, or the water cooler, there has to be some kind of formalized structure or process in place designed to seed, guide, or migrate customers from ignorance to enlightenment. There is, actually. Listen on.